Welcome to today's On This Day in Tudor History. I'm Claire Ridgway. I'm the writer of several books on Tudor history, including On This Day in Tudor History, which has served as the inspiration for these videos and talks, bringing you events from the Tudor period. On this day in Tudor history, the 11th of July, 1533, Pope Clement VII had really had enough of King Henry VIII's behaviour. Now, Henry, who'd been awarded the title Defender of the Faith by Pope Leo X back in 1521 for defending the Catholic Church against the works of reformer Martin Luther, had not only abandoned his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, without an annulment from the Pope, but he had remarried and had been granted the title of Supreme Head of the Church in England by convocation. And this was all too much for the Pope. On the 11th of July 1533, Pope Clement declared that the king's marriage to Anne Boleyn was null and void, as was the annulment that had been declared by Thomas Cranmer, Archbishop of Canterbury, back in May 1533. The Pope also restored Catherine of Aragon to her royal state and ordered the wayward king to abandon the newly crowned and pregnant Anne Boleyn and return to Catherine. If the king didn't do this, then Pope Clement would issue the bull of excommunication that he'd drawn up. And Henry had until September, this was the ultimatum, he had until September to heed the Pope's warning. Otherwise, he would be excommunicated from the Catholic Church, the most severe punishment that the Church could inflict. Did Henry VIII take any notice of this advice, this notification from the Pope? Well, of course not. Henry had come to believe that as a king, as a ruler, he was only answerable to God and not to the Pope. So he made no effort whatsoever to obey the Pope. He did manage to escape excommunication temporarily, though. He wasn't excommunicated until the 17th of December 1538, when Pope Paul III excommunicated him following his further misbehaviour, that is to say, his break with Rome, his persecution of those who didn't accept his supremacy, the dissolution of the monasteries, and the final straw for the papacy, Henry's desecration of religious shrines, including that of Thomas Becket. So he was finally excommunicated after upsetting the papacy even more. So a threat on this day in Tudor history that Henry VIII did not worry about. I don't think he even gave it a second thought. It really, really didn't matter. So to go from defender of the faith to threats of excommunication in how many years? 12 years? Yes, what a difference that period of time can make. Thank you for joining me for On This Day in Tudor History. I do hope you're enjoying these videos. If you do, then please do consider actually pressing on like. And you can subscribe by clicking round about there. You can hit the bell to be notified as videos go live as well. But thank you so much for following what I do. I really appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.